Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about some NFL news. So, I wanted to get an NFL news video in for today, so let's get into it here. So, we got Purdy report. Man, the Eagles, they've been struggling. They've lost like 5 of their last 6 games, and news don't get any better. Hashtag Eagles fear that rookie safety Sidney Brown suffered a torn ACL versus the hashtag Giants via Mike Garafolo. AJ Brown hurt his knee today, but I don't know if they'll keep him out for a period of time, but Sidney Brown is going to have to get surgery. Torn ACL in a meaningless game. But that MetLife turf, they gotta do something about that turf at MetLife. This no longer surprising. The league is losing talented players for no reason. I shouldn't say Sidney Brown's that talented, but he's only a rookie. He can get better. But he's been playing amazing for Philadelphia, because had a pick 6, but that dumpster is just a freaking turf, man. Turf is awful. We have an injury update regarding AJ Brown. He went down the game holding his knee. He was out for the rest of the game, but based on an initial exam, it appears the ACL is intact for AJ Brown, but they're not going to make it back to the Super Bowl anyway, with him or not, because that team's just not good enough. I don't know what the knee injury is. It could still be a bad injury. The best news you can get at that point. I don't know, the MCL, it could be an MCL. But it happened on a hip drop tackle. I don't think they should ban it, but I just feel like they will. So your 2024 draft order is official, and the Bears will be on the clock with the number 1 selection via the Bryce Young trade. The number 2 pick goes to the Commanders. Number 3, the New England Patriots. Number 4, the Arizona Cardinals. Number 5, the LA Chargers. The number 6 pick, the New York Giants. Number 7, the Tennessee Titans. So they get a win and a top 10 pick today. The number 8, the Falcons. Yeah, the last 3 years, 7-10 records being the 8th pick. Yeah, consistently mediocre. Number 9, the Bears, and number 10, the fucking Jets. So those are your top 10 picks for the 2024 NFL draft order. So here's your NFC playoff bracket for the wild card. Packers at Cowboys, Rams at Lions, Matthew Stafford versus Jared Goff. Matthew Stafford against his former team. And then the Eagles and Buccaneers. I'm not going to give any predictions now. I don't want to spoil my picks. I might do it soon. I'll probably do a NFL playoff predictions video, giving my picks throughout the whole bracket. So, your 7 NFC teams are the Eagles, Bucks, Rams, Lions, Packers, Cowboys, and 49ers in the NFC. By the way, in case people didn't see it. So Jordan Love, in his first season, after taking over as Packers starter, had 36 total touchdowns, 4,159 passing yards, and clinched a playoff berth. It's crazy the Packers find the QB the right way by growing them, not throwing them on the fire ASAP. And they gotta sit out, but once they play, they show out. And they trade Aaron Rodgers away, and they made the freaking playoffs. And with the Packers win, so with the Packers win, the hashtag Saints have been eliminated from playoff contention. So, yeah, Saints are eliminated. Not really surprised. I didn't expect them to be close to making the playoffs this year. So, kind of surprised they even made it this far. So, breaking news today, Puka Nacua officially broke the single-season rookie receiving yards record that was set in 1960. So, what a stud. Well earned. I know it's 17, 18 games, but who cares? He still broke the record. I don't want to hear people bring that up. Because I also think it's kind of stupid. So, Dean Campbell, on Sam Laporta's knee injury, said it's not as bad as it looked, but it's not good enough. It's not as bad as it looked, but it's not good news. We'll know more tomorrow. So it's a hyperextended knee, but he says it's not as bad as it looked, but it's not good news, which is kind of bad. It's a bad call having him play in a meaningless game. Honestly, in my opinion. So, Falcons head coach Arthur Smith is likely done. Now we all that shit out of the way. He is likely done in Atlanta, per at Schultz Report. After last week's performance and the way today, and sources believe this is likely headed toward a breakup. At period, end quote. Well, lasted longer than it should have. One of the few who will be gone today/tomorrow. So that's why he was upset they were running up the score, because he's gonna get fucking fired. So yeah, Falcons fans are probably gonna celebrate. Most likely. I guess that's why he was so hated. So, Titans Derrick Henry says thank you to Titans fans in what might have been his final game with the team. And he's a free agent this offseason. Might be his last game with how he was talking. And he's going to be missed in Tennessee. And I think he's going somewhere else. Because he wants to be a winner. He wants to be a winner. And go win a Super Bowl. And Titans fans are probably be so freaking sad. I mean, I would too. I think he's gone because of how he was talking. Like, oh, I've had a great 8 years here. Best 8 years of my life. So yeah, he's probably going to be gone there in the offseason. I don't know where he'll go. We'll just have to see. So the Houston #Texans will face the Cleveland #Brown in the AFC's 4-5 matchup, which will be really fun to watch with Joe Flacco and CJ Stroud with how they've been playing. That's going to be a really fun AFC 4-5 matchup to watch. Bryce Young's rookie season's over. 304 out of 509 completions for 59.7 completion percentage, 2,783 yards, 73 passer rating, 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. They finished 2-15. I think he'll be. I don't know if he'll be fine, but with the in-app ownership, they need better receivers, better O-line, and I'm not going to say the height. Who cares about his height? They just need to freaking get an O-line and some more receivers. So Travis Kelce was ruled out of the game today against the Chargers, and he only needed 16 more yards in today's game against the Chargers. He's inactive, which means his streak of consecutive 1,000-yard seasons ends at 7. And so they really didn't want him to play. I mean, there's no need to risk it, because if he got injured, yeah, they'd be screwed. It was basically coach's decision. So, Panthers defensive tackle Derrick Brown now has 99 tackles this season. That's the most all-time by DT in the NFL, and he was snubbed from the Pro Bowl. Because they're always on the field because the offense sucks. But he's the third highest PFF graded D tackle. He's really freaking good. I know, too, you say, oh, you can't reward 10 and 15. It's the Pro Bowl. We're not basing it off freaking records. So, per your report, they're expected to be between 6 to 8 NFL head coach openings in this cycle, per at J. Jones 9. So, there's going to be a lot of people getting fired, and I would not be surprised if one in the NFC, that might be Nick Sirianni. I mean, Josiah Anderson hinted at it in the offseason. There could be like one big change in the NFC East. I think it's going to be Nick Sirianni. I don't know. I think he's a good NFL coach. I think Stan Steichen was a big part of that Philly team. I think the Commanders as well, New England, will be 2 openings as well. Atlanta, those are some 3 openings. And a surprise one, I say it in Philadelphia. Those are some teams I think. They'll have some openings. So, per your report, Panthers are targeting Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson to be their next head coach, per at J. Jones 9. Man, Taper would eat him alive, because the Panthers would still suck. Like, we knew this already. I mean, I think it's a good choice, but I think you should just stay in Detroit where they're succeeding. So we got an update with TJ Watt. The Steelers linebacker suffered a grade 2 MCL sprain per his brother. Could be good to return in a couple of weeks. Well, I feel he's going to have an offseason to heal. Because, I mean, they've made the playoffs, but I think they'll be out in the first round. I don't think he can come back that freaking quick. So earlier today, before the game, A.J. Brown led a players-only meeting this week in hopes if they end the team's late-season slump per at Jay Glazer, we're going to start believing in their coaches, and then they get freaking blown out by the 5-win Giants. It's kind of crazy. So, per your report, former Raiders coach Josh McDaniels was at the Gillette Stadium for the Jets game today. Who invited my man Blood? Bruh thinks he's on the team. So, per your report, the hashtag AZ Cardinals are moving forward with Kyler Murray as their franchise QB and are planning to build around him per a rap sheet. He has a record of 28-35-1 as they started his career. He's a great QB and will succeed with a good team around him. When like half the team was hurt when they melted down the playoffs when they were good. And Kyler's really good. It's just Cliff was really bad. It's a good spot with him for Gannon because I feel like he's played good this year coming back from the injury. So, yeah. So, per your report, the Jets are expected to attempt to trade QB Zach Wilson in the offseason, per at Jay Fowler ESPN. Who do you think the Jets can trade for in the... What did he say? This dude say UFL? Maybe a chance elsewhere. I don't know what he fucking means by UFL. I think he means maybe the XFL. I don't know what he fucking means by UFL. Colts running back Tyler Goodson was in tears in the locker room after his drop cost him a chance to win. I'm going to talk to my parents. They're probably the only people that are loving me right now. It's kind of underthrown. I don't think it was really his fault. He really shouldn't have really been in the game. Shouldn't be either in Jonathan Taylor or Zach Moss. So, Titans head coach Mike Vrabel to meet with the team owners after the season to discuss his future per Tom Pelissero. If the Titans do part ways with Vrabel, do the Patriots hire him to replace the likely fired Patriots Bill Belichick? I don't think he's getting fired. He's a much better coach than you would expect. The roster just wasn't that good this year. He's either getting traded or staying. I don't think Bill Belichick's going to get fired, but he could. So, breaking. Michigan Jim Harbaugh to the hashtag Chargers is gaining some steam in some league circles. Per at Jay Fowler ESPN. It kind of was obvious when he didn't sign a contract that would make him the highest paid coach. Was probably why. I think he's going to go for the NFL. Maybe it'll be a franchise-altering move for him. We'll have to see. So, breaking, the hashtag Commanders are expected to fire head coach Ron Rivera per at Rap Sheet and at Tom Pelissero. Kind of expected. They need to know everything in Washington, it feels like. Like new staff. Just knew everything. Ron Rivera's probably getting fired tomorrow, so we're probably going to have a lot of news to discuss about the firings tomorrow when I get home from my school. We're probably going to have a lot of firings to talk about going around in the NFL. See if we have any more news here. So, Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy and quarterback Stephon Gilmore told John Machado, who had hurt his shoulder, he told me he was fine and he'd be ready to go. So that's some good news. I thought he was seriously hurt, but I'm glad he's going to be back, not missing any time. The Commanders clinched number 2 pick, obviously. That's really all I have to say for this video, really. So, until next time, have a lot. Peace.